Hey everybody, it's Christina Holloway here. Welcome back to my channel. This video has personal significance for me, so I'm going to set the tone here first. You work hard, you take the right steps, you do everything you're supposed to do, and then without warning, it's over. You get let go, restructuring, downsizing. Suddenly, you're no longer needed. And if you saw the signs, the shock is still hits hard. If this is where you are right now, or if you're bracing for what's next, this video is for you because rebuilding your confidence after a rough job exit isn't just about dusting yourself off. It's about rethinking what makes you valuable and walking forward with clarity, not fear. So let me share my story and then I'll show you the framework I use to come back even stronger. All right, so let's get started. Back in 2000, I was working in a dysfunctional department, the kind of place where everything felt unstable. My manager made erratic, unpredictable decisions. And honestly, I believe she had an undiagnosed mental illness. And if you've ever watched my video on dealing with a narcissist boss, that one, it's about her. At the time, I was trying to get out. I had always wanted to work in marketing, and I finally landed a spot in the marketing department during a big internal shift at the company where I worked. The two entities were in the process of splitting apart, and there would be a renaming initiative for one of the entities, which is where I wanted to work. And I landed there and had that assignment. Great, right? It felt like I made it. New team, dream project. My new boss loved my work. And it was all happening during a huge rebranding effort as this business entity was becoming its own company. What I didn't know was that people like me, those of us tied to the original entity, were going to be systematically let go after the renaming and the IPO. And we all thought we had landed safely and would have great, solid jobs. That was not the case. 6 months in, I came to work like any normal day, logged into my computer, nothing, locked out, and I thought it was just a tech issue because those happen. And at the end of the day, someone casually mentioned that my name had been on the layoff list yesterday. I was stunned. I had no warning, but a lot of whispering, and it's hard to know what to do with that. No communication, not even HR knew what had happened. I had worked a full day at a company where I no longer had a job. To this day, I believe my former nutty manager may have had something to do with it, but I have no proof, just an instinct. So I could have walked away defeated, but instead, I asked HR one simple question: how are you going to fix this? Because they owed me money. And they scrambled, and their solution was to bring me back as a contractor. And it was supposed to be temporary, but the HR rep said something I'll never forget. If you can make this work, you'll be busy for a long time. About 6 weeks later, it was September 11th, 2001. So the world changed. There was chaos, there was fear, there was instability. So I was in the hot seat learning how to navigate a rapid change and uncertainty, one after the other. Over time, I built a career as a contractor. It wasn't easy. It was 5 years of hustling, learning, adapting, and honestly, dealing with some really crappy people. But eventually, I landed with an executive director who trusted me with her operations and finance. I stayed with her for 8 years. I made my highest income. I got visibility at the top of that organization. And it all started the day I lost the job I thought would define me. I believed I was landing somewhere safe. I was not. If you're going through something similar right now, here's the framework I want to offer. I call it the reset method, and it has 4 key steps. Number one, reflect without blame. It's tempting to assign fault to yourself or others. And while, yes, you want to understand what happened, the key is to reflect without turning on yourself. So ask yourself, what was in my control? What wasn't? And what did I learn? This isn't about shame, it's about clarity. You need a clear head before you make your next move. Number two, reclaim your value. Layoffs can shake your sense of worth. Suddenly you wonder if you were really that good or if they just didn't see your potential. Let me be clear, your value doesn't disappear because someone else didn't recognize it. It was I was laid off because of crappy people around me and a crappy situation, not because I wasn't good at my job. Reclaim it. Make a list of your contributions, revisit past feedback, reach out to trusted colleagues or mentors for reminders of your strengths. You are more than a job title or a department code. Number three, reframe the narrative. You didn't get kicked out, you got redirected. This wasn't the end, it was a reset. And when you can say that job wasn't aligned with where I meant to go next, you reclaim your power to choose. This is especially important. If you're staying where you are, but you want to look around, it is not betrayal, it is strategy. Start with your resume, update your story, position yourself as a leader with resilience and foresight. Number four, rebuild with intention. You've reflected, you've reclaimed, you've reframed. Now it's time to rebuild. That might mean taking on project work or contracting like I did, or having career conversations before the next restructure hits. Whatever it is, do it with intention. Don't scramble. Plan, position, prepare. Because when the next opportunity comes, you'll be ready. Here's what I want you to remember: resilience doesn't come from never failing, it comes from rising after the fall with new insight, stronger boundaries, and a clear sense of who you are. Confidence isn't built from easy wins, it's built from tough resets. You don't need to have it all figured out right now, you just need a next step. And if you can make this work, if you can show up for yourself, even when it feels like everything's falling apart, then yes, you will be busy for a long time. All right, so that's it for my video on how to rebuild confidence after a rough job exit. Have you ever been blindsided by a layoff or a tough job exit? How did you bounce back? Or what are you doing right now to rebuild? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about them, and I'm sure others would benefit from your insights. Also, if you want more leadership tools like this, sign up for my newsletter, The Executive Edge, or join the conversation in my private LinkedIn group, Leadership Lunch Break. You'll find both links in the description below. And if you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up by hitting that like button, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you never miss another video from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.